Hi everyone, Jim Carroll and Eric Rattay here with another Acumatica Day in the Life video series. Today we're going to focus on allocating shipments. When we speak about Acumatica, we like to start off with what distinguishes our ERP product. It's modern, great functionality. Secondly, it has an internal workflow engine that automates many business functions. It's like having a no-charge 7x24 employee. Thirdly, Acumatica is the cloud ERP and incorporates the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and business intelligence. Our reporting is world-class. And finally, we're the cloud ERP that offers unlimited user pricing. But today, Eric, let's talk a little bit about allocating shipments. Now, one of the major areas for Acumatica is serving the needs of distributors and manufacturers as it relates to uh, allowing them to assist with serving premier customers. So in this case, we have a hot deal, and the sales team came up with a highly discounted rate if people or customers purchase in quantities of 50 or more. Well, the plan worked too well, and the company has realized more sales orders that it had anticipated. Out of the box, Acumatica, feature rich, allows you a couple of different options. One, you can ship first come, first serve basis. Two, you can manage the shipments. And in this case, this particular distributor has a number of premier customer contracts where they get special consideration, especially when there's limited stock. So rather than first come, first serve, we're going to show you now our feature to manage sales applications or allocations when we have situations where we have more orders than on-hand inventory. Eric, take it away.
Yes, so this process is between the sales orders and shipment. So before creating the shipment or the pick ticket, we need to manage the sales allocation. So to decide who will get the stock in a limited stock situation. And just for your information, this is a new feature from the 23R2 release of Acumatica, because Acumatica releases 2 new versions per year with over 250 pages of new features. So this is a brand new one. So coming to that screen, I see here that I'm allocating the sales order quantities to sales orders in that particular warehouse. And here I've got my 4 different sales orders. So I can, we have types of sales order that each has a different behavior. So I'll just filter out for these sales orders. So we see the sales order number, so I can navigate to that sales order if need be. I can see the customer, but here I can see the order priority. So the customers that have the highest priority are the one that I should serve before the others. And then I can
Ah,
see the quantity available for shipping, so the quantity I have in stock right now, and the quantity that the system suggests me to fulfill. So here I can, and it suggests that on the based on serve first come first serve. So I will just tweak that a little bit, and I can see here also that this customer wants to get the stock on the 22nd of September. And if I look in my item, I can see that I have a PO that is coming the 19th of September. So
got it.
therefore, I will change what the Acumatica suggests, so that I will be able to fulfill all my customers, including the ones that wants to have the stock, that needs to have the stock. So I will just assign the stock to these ones. Let me just remove this and put that instead. So I've got only 299, so I've got to make a decision. So I'll just put 99 there. and 100 there. So this customer that has the highest priority will get the stock that he ordered, as opposed to this one that won't.
So as I understand it, Eric, what's happened is on a given day, we had this sales discount. We got more orders in than we anticipated, which was going to deplete our stock. So now in our scenario, the sales group working with the operations group are able to easily look at all the sales orders for a particular item. Also, Acumatica shows what the favored customers are because they're listed by priority, and the bigger number, the higher the contract or the higher the priority. Then look at what's on hand and available to ship. And then in addition, be able to look on what's purchase order and when those POs would be receipted so that one is not allocating inventory when one does not have to. So in this case, I'm going to take care of customer number 7 first because they're the highest priority and that will consume available stock. And even though customer 5 is of high priority because they don't want the product until the future, and I'm going to get a PO in to serve them at that time, I don't have to allocate stock today. So therefore, I can go back to those customers that don't have high priorities and allocate some level of stock. In this case, we allocated all our stock. But as an example, if we wanted to keep some on hand, we might allocate less than what's available and back order the rest for them.
Yeah,
Correct?
because yes, exactly, and they allow back orders, right? Because it's
Ah,
written here, right? So
got
I
it.
can make a decision. If somebody would want ship complete, then I could see that, and I can instead of putting 50, for example, put 100, and this one would allow back orders, so I can put 50. So I can play with numbers so to fulfill the maximum of orders as possible. So
And
now
then we
by
talked about that 7 by 24 process. So this is an example. So between shipment or sales order and shipment, the system automatically put these orders on administrative hold so that the operations group could fulfill the operation we just showed and allocate the on-hand inventory. If not, you could have had it all go automatic with first come, first serve. But because we've got this managed sales allocations, the business events triggers it differently. And what we're not showing you is a whole number of additional features like sending sales personnel, operations managers, tasks and notifications that would instruct them to go take a look at this activity. So after we've made the decision, what happens, Eric?
well, we process the
Yep.
allocation, and then one that has been done, I can go back into my sales order, and I can see that, for example, this one, you see I've got 50 allocated.
Yep.
So this was a partial shipment, and we can see also, so now it's time to create the shipment. So the shipment,
Right.
because there are only 50 allocated, then we'll create a shipment of 50 and not 100, and the remaining will be on back order. So I'll create a shipment, and the shipment can be created also via processing screen
In
instead
other
of
words, automatically.
manually. Yes.
Back to the
So now
business
I've
event.
got,
Yes, perfect.
yeah. So there you go. So I've got 50 there, and so I will ship. So I've got, so the system will take care of that for me, and
Perfect.
that
So,
and that concludes the presentation.
Eric, thank you very much for another presentation in the day in the life. Thank you all for reviewing Acumatica.